Oops, she did it again. I'm talking about Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, as she will always style herself. Indeed, she is the Duchess of Sussex, and her wading into a political row about parental leave in the United States. Now, she is an American. Of course, it's a constitutional right to voice her opinion. I don't think anyone would doubt that. Yes, by law she can do this, and she is not and never has been a British citizen. So she married into the British royal family, and one of the things very clearly spelled out to her is if you join this family, no interventions in any political issue. And that's why she deleted her Twitter accounts and things like that, and refrained from lambasting Donald Trump, much though he richly deserved it. So she returned to the United States, where is it, almost 2 years ago? And she's been living there with her husband, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and their two children now, Archie and Lilibet. The Duchess of Sussex has been saying that people ought to have paid parental leave. And she pointed out there are only 6 countries in the world where this is not the case, and the United States is one of them. And that's not a company you'd wish to keep. Some of the most underdeveloped countries in the world. Surely the United States, who always brags about how rich it is, can afford this instead of being so incredibly mean-spirited. I mean, I actually concur with the Duchess of Sussex. Well, I wonder whether 20 weeks is too much. I agree with maternal leave. I actually don't agree with paternal leave. But anyway, I don't think there's even any paid maternity leave. So I don't think she should be doing this. As I say, I know she has the legal right to do that, but if she wants to be part of the British royal family in any way, don't do it. And her husband's got it wrong many times as well, because members of the British royal family are only going to speak out when they're specifically told to by the British government on the advice of the Prime Minister, but that's effectively the order of the Prime Minister. Refrain from doing things. And I know many of them got it wrong, and I castigate Prince Charles for speaking out on the environment when he hasn't got their say-so, or even the Queen, presumably she was being a parrot, saying she's frustrated with the slow rate of progress with decarbonisation. And in her defence, Meghan Markle cited Princess Diana, who campaigned against landmines in the 90s, just before she died. And some people said that was wrong. She was intruding into the political sphere, and indeed she was. Even if you agree that landmines should be got rid of, it's it touches on defence policy, which is necessarily a political issue. Because the sort of weapons we use, that's a question of humanitarianism. I don't know that the two shade into each other. So unless it's really uncontroversial, the royal family shouldn't speak out on this, certainly without authorisation. Because there are people who disagree. There are libertarians who say we should have no paid leave, or things like that. Well, people like me say, yeah, maternal leave, yes. Maternity leave, no paternal leave, and so forth. So she shouldn't be alienating people. And if she really wants the freedom to speak her mind, why don't they renounce the titles Duke and Sussex altogether? But they tried to milk these titles for all they're worth, wanting to call their company Sussex Royal, and they were asked not to use the word royal. Of course, there's no legal action that the House of Windsor could have taken to prevent them using the word royal as part of their brand. So they can't be half in, half out. Why don't they just be private citizens completely and drop the handles? They can renounce these titles. Since about 1960, people with British titles have been able to renounce them, and then legally they no longer have that title. And no, it can't be passed on to their children. It's not revived in a subsequent generation. And then she could say whatever she so pleases. She was phoning up senators, trying to convince them to support this piece of legislation. So that's a flagrant political activism. So even if you applaud it, it's just inapposite for her to do so. It's not befitting someone in her position, because it's becoming partisan, and it's putting some people off. Prince Harry hasn't done this, I know. So just because the late Princess of Wales got it wrong is no reason why Meghan Markle should get it wrong as well. And all right, Meghan Markle's got a bit more of an excuse because, she wasn't in this for such a long time. She's not British. It was even worse for Princess Diana to do it. I mean, the monarchy is supposed to be above politics, supposed to be a neutral, like a referee in this dirty game of politics, and not taking sides. Everybody can imagine that the royals agree with them on whatever issue. So in their silence is their strength, and they wreck that at their peril. So it's tawdry. They shouldn't be drawn into these shabby political rows, even if they're actuated by the noblest of motives. That's my penny's worth. So please watch my channel. This is George from Ireland, and watch my English law channel. I sometimes accidentally posted my law videos on my main channel, but I should be doing more of those. Perhaps I'll put a link to my law channel. And thank you so much for donating with such liberality. So please donate to me on PayPal. You can find me on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, and so forth. That's all, everyone. Toodle pip.